Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. It's been a little while. I've been really not streaming, mostly because I've had a lot of stuff I've been trying to do. I've had a lot of movies and stuff I've been trying to watch, and as well as my birthday has just passed. And yeah, so now we're back on track. We're going to be starting another playthrough as well to go along with Final Fantasy. But currently, right now, we're back here in the hideout. The last time that we played, we took off Hugo's hands. And now, let me see here. We're going to speak with Gav. We're using this. And let me see here. Journal. So yeah, we gotta go speak with Gav. And talk about the guy from Waleed.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Yeah, about his weird powers.
Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
I don't know, we've had him since we were kids.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea.
Yeah?
In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient Queen of the North. Such was his mastery
Queen
over
of the
ether,
North.
he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh,
Henry the Frostwolf.
you're telling me this guy is
Now,
Fenrir?
the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Which is
a
why
girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens
he was
as
kind
the
of drawn
dominant of
to
Shiva,
Jill,
and the
his
other
puppy.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
That's pretty cool.
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable.
Exactly.
He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
I'm sorry, what? Don't say that.
There you are!
Don't say that
Everywhere
again.
for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
I never want to hear that sentence again. Yeah, sometime later now. What the fuck is down here?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
So there's currently no reason to come down here. It's just completely worthless.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
What the fuck is this supposed to be? It looks like a portal that... It looks like something that you'd stand in and teleport.
I wish Miss Middle.
Is there anything else new? No.
I think I'll wait till Midsome Wayne's taken towards me.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
All right, that it then? The fuck are we doing?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
They're not claiming the crown, but we went back to the city to
Clive, have you got a minute?
get that back.
We, have a guest.
Is it actually a guest, or is it somebody who shouldn't be here?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Yeah, how did he find out about this place?
Have a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here.
Meanwhile, Twinside.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely
Those
when
two have a
the
thing,
Dalmeks
too?
will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fists will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
Well, he's missing his hands,
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
Well,
and what of your subjects?
Not even able to transform into Titan anymore at this point, so...
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Okay. What the hell's going on? Can we give this guy a flower? All right.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
So, I don't know. I don't think that Hugo could probably... I don't think he can actually turn into Titan anymore because he's, like, missing his hands. Are you still able to turn into your dominant if you're, like...
I shall depart at once.
Disabled? Like, if you were missing your legs or whatever. I don't see why not, but he's not turning anytime soon, considering that he was pretty much out when
forgive you.
When he was taken.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in
they're all about astrology.
The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Cancer is in Venus's moon.
So Annabella's tales were true.
I cannot wait to get to these people.
Disappoint me, Dion.
Because my mom is going to pay dearly. This bitch is going to get hard mouth smacked. And what's up with this kid? So many questions I still need answered.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old... It's just one thing after another around here.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
We will question each other.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Bro, I have way more money than that. 2,000? That's it?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Another battle video. Alright.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang?
Why?
A place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Okay, fair enough.
But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So then we need to go to the desert then.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
Yeah.
I think about it,
the royal commander.
A little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way.
Which means that we'll be able to
As
get
luck
in
would
there.
have it, I had intended to journey Camberward on business after visiting you here.
And hopefully
The
take
Fang
out
would be
another...
but a short detour.
I'd be glad
Another
of company.
crystal.
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Because if we can get in there, we can get their mother crystal. And then they got nothing.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Why not?
All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
Dude, we've already taken his power.
Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's.
And Clive seems to be forgetting without a Mother Crystal, your people have literally no power.
That they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn.
If you have a Mother Crystal, you have power.
Since he died.
If you don't, well,
I'm thinking maybe the new
you lose it.
Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
He's like, man, I don't want him around here.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I mean, really, the idea is to destroy these Mother Crystals. I don't understand what the point is of going after Kupka. I mean, sure, maybe while he's injured, we're able to kill him, but like, isn't the real idea to like get the Mother Crystal? If we could get into the city and get the crystal, that would be so much better. Because then Kupka would have no power to wield over anyone, because his people would have no crystal. It's just like with Rosaria. It's, you know, our family was warring with these bastards over the same crystal. You know, they had their crystal, our crystal was gone. And so it's like our family was susceptible to other, you know, to other parties making a vested interest in getting rid of us. So it's safe to say that if you take out these crystals like we have, because I feel like, you know, now these guys are struggling. Sure, you know, they still have this, but, you know, I don't know. I just feel like we should be making a play for the crystal first. But all right, the Velcroy Desert looks like a church in the middle of the sand. That looks kind of cool. All right, this is the first time we're going to be traveling outside of these two areas. Oh no, it's just ruins. Dalmatian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
We got that desert, like Arabian music.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Okay, well, Riddle of the Sands. Holy shit. Okay. So we have the northern Velcroy Desert. Southern... Wow. Alright.
Faster! Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
All right.
These are new. Oh, hell yeah. Means it also means more like creatures and shit for us to discover. Should have done that. Wild knack? Alright. Okay. Kind of want to check out this like area up here, just kind of get an idea of what it's like. There may be chests and shit around, but I just kind of want to like explore the areas a little bit. It's new, might as well look around.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
It's all good.
All right.
A goblin mugger? Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Come on.
Alright, we got some more wild chocobos out here.
Safe.
All right.
Run like the wind.
We can get out of here now.
No need to ride from here.
So obviously, there has to be something with this, like, area, since you can't ride your chocobo through it. It's got to be considered like a town.
Good girl.
Alright, so hell is this? The bandit's bed?
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Helldiver, huh?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Great Sprang. He let me come with you. I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
You don't think these chocobos are any different, right? No, it's still just a wild chocobo. Damn. Alright, so we're headed to the Watcher. I just want to see, because, you know, new enemies in all these new areas.
So, Lord Cook.
Like all the
she
chocobo
is,
tracks.
The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
What do you mean? We're almost there. Or does he mean a drink at the end? Like, we're almost there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Even ones with the power of a god. Or a god's dog. He's like, "Aw, man." Oh yeah, the Assassin's Creed is coming out. I'm thinking about starting that series soon. We're not going to be able to play the first Assassin's Creed, but we can start from Assassin's Creed 2, technically, with the Ezio trilogy, so I am thinking about starting that on the channel sometime soon, but we got to finish a few of the other series, like Gears and stuff like that, beforehand. This lady. Hello.
Good day.
Can I help you?
Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
She's taking a charcuterie board to someone. Oh shit. Joshua? Joshua's here. Oof.
Your Grace.
So he's got that black lung.
You are not yet well enough to travel.
He's had that black
You
lung
would
since he
only
was a
let me
kid.
take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
It's the little liquid medicine that tastes like bubblegum. She's like, yes, can I have a pitcher of water, please? There we are. And there's people we're looking for.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what
thing without any trouble.
that's what deserts have.
We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Ah, well, fuck. Good job, old man. You got a big mouth on you.
Sorry.
We really gonna start some shit in here? Oh
Can you
shit!
walk,
The
Your
frame rate dropped for a minute
I
there.
fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Trouble is in fact brewing.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here.
Oh boy.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Everybody's just leaving. Say no. Fair enough. And he's like, I'm dipping.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Oh!
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's like, I'm gonna eat my bread over here.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Titan! Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's you.
Oh, and they're done. All right. Bloody hides. Sorry.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's gonna be able. Is she gonna tell Joshua it's me? Does she even know who I am?
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
It's been just down in the coal mines for way too long. Yeah, sorry for trashing your place. Oh, he knows Joshua's nearby.
Clive?
He's long gone, bud. He's already taken off. I really wonder how this is going to end up for them.
What is it now?
It's nothing.
We're not going to tell him about Joshua? Oh, I feel like he would think that that was even more of an improbable story. He might not believe us.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before.
Alright, so Dalamil Inn.
What we do now?
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Too late. We're at Dalmekians.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Just kill
It
him.
would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Well, I mean, there was the Dalamil Inn, right? So, speak with the townspeople.
Looks like we won't be getting back to it.
Are you
Cellar
looking
here.
for something in particular?
Juices. Lightning rod cooldown time. I have a scroll as well. Why do the scrolls all have to be so expensive? It's like the only thing that bothers me is that like a lot of these swords are just so fucking expensive. I think we can sell the platinum sword, can we not?
Pleasure trading with you.
Increases combo damage. We'll sell that as well.
Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you.
Do that. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? I'm here. I got 80 grand. So why the fuck not?
Thank you for your custom.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. Aren't you?
Hello, sir.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
We're looking for the boss. Be my guess.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Alright. That means we're gonna have to like search some of these areas. Hello,
What do you
ma'am.
want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Alright.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Alright. Talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Alright, we passed there on the way in.
Kindly.
It's right around the corner.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wheat incense, wax candles.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
We just said that she's an old friend. So why would he arrange an introduction?
I think we can trust him.
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
We're gonna find out.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Oh boy.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
We're not actually here to fight, but okay. Have it your way. There we go. We just unleashed hell in this little back alley, and you're telling me that there's probably somebody sitting around going, oh, dear God. There's somebody just killing everyone there. Out there in the back. Let's get out there and stop that shit. Alright, you want to tell me where to find this lady? You know, or...
Him or her? Him. The boss.
Which one is that?
To test you.
Oh, Ferda?
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look
Lord.
what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade.
His mouth wasn't moving for a moment.
A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Is she also a courtesan?
Lights and buds!
Kneaded to a silken softness, like it.
Once you go flat...
Cloud with a crust.
Wait, what? Once you go flat, what? What do you mean? Once you go flat, what? What does that mean?
Sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
I don't know.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
Oh, so it's a man.
I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why,
Gold?
trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
A bunch of runaround, of course.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask?
I'm not.
Because they get me what I want. Always.
Alright, well, let's hurry it up then.
So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
That's it?
Until then,
Kill people?
good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you
Or
call me?
catch more flies with
a word of
a sword.
advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
Byron,
I'd rather not drag
you are not very good at any of this.
longer than we need to.
Right. Good luck, Uncle.
I'm getting paid, so.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble at Dalamil.
Alright. Phil's quest, speak with the townspeople. Alright, might as well speak with this one. Oh wait, it says, for the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final sting. Hello.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Alright, so somebody's taking all the crystals. Sorry, I keep turning the mic off. I gotta blow my nose because I'm yawning a lot and it's like making my nose all stuffy.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
I mean, that was kind of obvious, I thought. Okay. It's like, yeah, they're very close to the Mother Crystal.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much you ate. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Alright, relax.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Oh boy.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Yeah,
What do
sorry.
you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
I mean, we did pay you, so. Where the fuck?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many
Oh shit!
treasures
The
in
Black
my
Pearl?
collection
The ship?
that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Seems like he's bribing a guard. That's what it seems like he's doing. Let's find out.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
Yeah, and they're only allowing
I'll
the
wager those
courtesans
soldiers you've
to
been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
deal with them.
And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Let me guess. Oh. No, we have to go through
Perfect
the...
place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I was thinking that we were going to have to go all the way back up north, but...
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Alright, so we're going to be going through to the southern Velcroy Desert. Alright. Well. Let's just get a move on. How are you faster than me? I have a feeling this is going to just be an ambush.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Yeah, they have a ton of them. Just crates and crates full.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
No shit, we're here to kill you.
Kill them both!
Yeah, good luck with that. Everyone's still alive?
It's not over yet, Uncle.
We got some new people coming.
Over here! Now, Torgal! Silence! Get him! Sick him! You're finished!
Ah, this only goes so far. See ya. Well, there we go. We've dealt with all of them, and now we can go talk to whatever his name is, LaCroix or whatever the fuck.
Like my performance,
LaFrue, LaRouge.
I've often played the
I can't
villain
remember.
on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were
Dubor.
magnificent.
There you go.
The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
The whole
Enough to
time.
witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
He's like, now I'll be taking all of these as payment.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
I mean, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like it's kind of a shit name.
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all
Here, wear this.
Oh, another seal. Desert Rose seal. Cool.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Again, we're not actually wearing any of these, which is kind of a shame.
Feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Yay! Use the cell phone, Owl.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, I still wish that they would put all of the different seals on you at some point, somewhere.
Thank you. Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Even if they were like on the belt,
Come on,
you know, or
let's go.
On the back of the cape, you know, the shoulder part of the cape. I don't know, like anywhere would be kind of cool to see. All right, so we got $800, 15 renown. And now, we actually have some side quests.
Is it true what I'm hearing? I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
No.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I'll help you.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before.
Have you made
And then
anything?
there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Okay.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
It would make a fine needed for soup. Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Like infinitely sharp?
Makes sense.
Magically sharp? The infinite sharpness blade?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Alright, we'll talk to this guy while we're here. Get his
Years
quest.
of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate.
You're in a desert,
my
my dude.
customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Alright. Just renown? No money?
All
Okay.
right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
So for those of you who don't know, I say that because it's true. For those of you who don't know, when you live in like a desert, like especially a hot place like where I live in Arizona, your water during the summer is never cold. Like it comes on and it's cold for like a few seconds. It's funny because like it's very much like the water temperature stuff where I live is so like weird and fucked up because in the summer typically Arizona water is never cold because your like water heaters or whatever are always on the outside of the house. And so since the outside is usually like between 110 and 115 in the summer, like 100, maybe more than that, like 100, it was 116 today, like 118, 119. Your water, even when you set it onto the coldest setting, is always going to be either warm or like slightly hot, even at night. Like at night, I'll have the water on to brush my teeth, and the water coming out of the cold side is still like hot. So, and then in the winter, it takes, since we have an instant water heater, it takes forever for the water to heat up. Whereas in the summer, it takes a second.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
So yeah, like that's why he's like, oh, there's no cold water. Well, yeah, you're in a desert, bro.
What is it?
The water's not going to be cold.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt.
So it needs to be tempered.
Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So yeah, it needs to be razor sharp and tempered.
A carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
And this quest is in the South Gate, so
Silver platters.
we'll go talk to this guy first.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Yes, my carpets have pride of place.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of
Maybe
our
the spirit
noses
of Dalamil, maybe what he means is that the knife needs to embody the spirit of
I have to make a start soon.
the city.
I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed.
It needs to be durable
Right.
and tough, like the people.
I've been trained to work
Some shit. Some metaphor bullshit.
the cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Oshiata, you gotta get a metal that's light and durable. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's all the way out here.
Faster.
Alright. Let's go.
Straight home now. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor,
There are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron.
Talking about an alloy.
That's what he'll expect you to use.
Another metal we can use to fuse with the iron to make an alloy.
Or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
You just like crush it up, or... Alright, so now we have to go through the South Gate anyway to get both of these quests.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets.
The most fragrant herbs and
needed to a silken softness.
plates and pots.
Like eating a cloud with a crust. It's a pretty good description of something. Imagine describing that. It's like eating a cloud with a crust.
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is
But
it
I
that
have,
you're
I
bound?
have shit to do.
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
Figured.
Telmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
I still have side quests to do, so... We have to collect some limestone over here.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we?
Oh, look at the bombs over there. There you go. Spring lime. So the reason why the water's hot is because there's
this is what Seven needs.
Fire bombs over there. Alright, now let's
Come on, girl, the gate's open now. We can press on.
let's go over there and deal with those things.
those days.
Alright, might as well.
Run like the wind.
I have to go all the way down and around. Excuse me. All right.
Flames. That explains the heat.
Orville, kill!
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, hell yeah, there we go. Raging Fist, whatever you call it. I can't ever remember what those are called. Reversal. There we go. I finished him by just hitting him with the ability. I didn't even need to use it, to be honest. Alright, well, that solves that.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
But again, in reality, you know. My water is hot because I live in a hot place, so. What do you mean, fucking go up the ramp. You fucking kidding me? Go. It would be nice if, like, we could have, if there was, like, I don't know if that's something that exists or not.
Come on, girl.
If there's, like, something you can install to, like, make it so that your water gets cooled down, I feel like that would take too long. Like, you'd have to, like, flash cool it or some shit.
Do you have water?
I don't know. I don't think there is, but.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your
Alright.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected,
fire
that's
bomb.
for certain.
And a firebomb called Old Faithful.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've
Not to
learned
say I
my
don't
worries
believe
enough
you.
already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Okay. Oh, and of course. Oh, we got some scarletite. Very nice. So we'll be able to finally craft the goddamn belt.
Fresh bread.
The
warm from the
juiciest
oven.
meat from Greece.
It would make a fine gift.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Brittle whitestone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalamil. Dried and milled to a fine powder can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, Time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Not bad.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. A spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well,
$50.
If
I don't
it
know.
took you even a fraction of the time it took me,
$100?
say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that?
Rich people.
The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
So basically, we did all that work just for him to get like a D plus
I was wondering,
or D minus.
you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
He's got a point. Guess you can't have it all.
All right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I mean, I
Couldn't have
guess.
done it without you. So much for the Forge Master.
Congrats for getting a D minus.
The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that
Told you, the
matters.
spirit of Dalamil is just a
You'll have a forge of your
metaphor.
own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Can count on it. Yes, it's just a metaphor for like putting your soul into something or whatever. That would be my guess. All right. I've done that. I want to go back to the hideaway real quick, just because I want to get that. I want to get that that belt.
Who's this blue blood?
Clive. For Sancthornian, do you?
Alright, so the Drake Slayer belt. Wait, we need Electrum now? I thought we had that. Or no, was it the bracelets? It was the bracelets, that's what it was. We had the belt already. Okay. Alright, yeah, so those gelatinous mass.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Alright, there we go. And then we have a note to read. Desert Alliance. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not be easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship, Rizuna. There's also a what do you call it? A new quest on the hunt board as well.
Going to find Cooker.
I'm assuming it's going to be where we are. It's going to be in one of those desert areas.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks
Alright, a hill to die on. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder. A creature indeterminate in nature, but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risked life and limb with every trip to the Velcroy. The Velcroy Desert, Dalmekia. 10,000 gold and 20 renown. I mean... this is the Velcroy Desert. It could be anywhere here. Right?
Run like the wind.
I want to go back over here. So we actually haven't gone up here currently.
You deserve a rest.
You face the Sunhound yet?
This one. Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal!
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, maybe it is up here. Fastitaukian? Alkalon? Whatever. It's a turtle.
Well, Clive. Looks like we need a bigger sword.
Oh, this guy is gonna be a pain in the ass, dude. No damage at all. You can only hit him in the fucking head. Oh boy. Maybe. There we go.
Nice try.
There we go. Not too bad. These turtle enemies, man, they kind of suck. They're just like they're like harder to kill because you can only hit them in the face. But we've leveled up. We got 10 grand. We got 2 Scarletite too.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Speaking of which, I haven't checked the icon stuff yet. The abilities. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to save it for now. Because, again, I'm not able to... I mean, this is just to master it. I'm not able to get any of these yet, so... Oh, no, I'll just... We'll just travel to there. Save ourselves the trouble.
This is no good. I was hoping to...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest
Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to a silken softness.
Alright, so now we'll head up here and make our way to Drake's Fang.
Wait, incense. What?
We should get going soon.
Run like the wind.
Come on, go.
Alright, so now for that. Hopefully we're not going to get like locked into something where we can't save, because we are getting rather close time. So I will say, if you're watching this, you've been watching the playthrough, I do have more stuff coming up this week. We have another playthrough we're going to be starting tomorrow. So stay tuned for another playthrough. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I'm excited to finally start playthrough in it. The jaw, and there's an obelisk for this place too.
There it is, Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
For what?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
Dude, what were we gonna do? There was 2 giant fire demons fighting.
And I'm sorry.
Fire gods, excuse me.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late.
So
Clive.
I
This
get it.
area is yours by right.
Bro,
and
I
there
don't.
are those that would help you to
I
take
don't
it
want to
back.
live there, dude.
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so.
I want to live in the cool
That
hideaway.
ship has sailed. You, however,
No. Forgive me, but I cannot.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
To build a new world now.
Exactly. No more mother crystals.
A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
Are we gonna like end slavery? Is that like our? Is that like the end game of this?
Strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Just ending slavery.
Only later did I realize
We're gonna Abe Lincoln this shit.
spark of freedom did not arise by chance.
And this shit's my Gettysburg Address.
You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do.
I mean, technically, yeah, by being a better person.
Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
you really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then.
All right.
Safety, Uncle.
See you later.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you.
Kupka. Yes, I am. Alright, so the jaw. Now we have to make it through the jaw. Oh no, that's where we were. Now we have to go to Drake's Fang. Okay. I was like, we gotta go through the jaw. No, we gotta... That would just be this. So, and then this, obviously, this all goes up here. This all goes down in here. Alright, Drake's Fang. Dude, very much Game of Thrones. He's Jaime Lannistering this shit. Can't use my fucking hand.
Fuck! Why did they start?
Because it just happened to...
Got a rat done to me.
Okay, well that was unnecessary.
Out of my sight, witch!
Wow.
I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
I mean, at least Jaime Lannister had one hand to use his sword.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
And even so, he did eventually learn to use it. Use his his gold hand to fight.
Tell me, what must I do?
But this guy is just...
Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Protect our crystal. Oh.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in
Oh.
all creation.
Telling him...
Perhaps you could take advantage of that.
Take the... Oh, destroy your own
will not
crystal.
Yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta.
So is he like suggesting to like destroy his own crystal then? And take its power? And then just become so powerful that he could try to, I guess, try to stop us.
My love, I'll avenge you.
This guy is so enamored with a chick that was just using him. I mean, he has no idea.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Drox Fong. This looks like a feeding ground. Or not. Or it's a slaughterhouse. What the fuck are these? It's the Uruk-hai. It is Lord of the Rings, after all. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Yo, what the? They are orcs. Alright. Fucking let's go.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Alright. Into the darkness. That's where we're gonna leave off. And when we come back next time, we'll kill the orcs. So take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.